নতুন আনলো, তাই তো? সব ঢুকে গেল। পাগলের পাগলামির সঙ্গে একটু ভাগ নিয়ে নি, তাকে পাঠাবো, বলো দেখো এই পাগলামি যদি নিতে পারো।
মেয়েটাকে দেখিয়েছিল,
দেখেছি, ভয় আর কিছু বলেনি।
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Susmeet Vishash, and this represents a very important hobby of mine, which is collecting fridge magnets. So, so apart from my national travels, I've also been able to fortunate enough to travel a little internationally as well. So I've been to places like London, Paris, New York for different conferences, and across those places I've also collected some fridge magnets to remember those travels by. And these are some souvenirs across different shows or different things that I like. Like this is from Friends, this is from Harry Potter, and so on. So these are like miscellaneous ones that I've. This is a hobby of mine. These are all fridge magnets. In the last 6 years, I've traveled very extensively across the country. I've covered more than 28 states and UTs out of the 36. And throughout those travels, I wanted something to signify or to remember those travels by. So I've been collecting these fridge magnets across and looking for unique stuff. So this part of the fridge magnets represents food. Essentially, they're all food items. There are pizzas. There can look at it. There are tandoori chicken, biryanis, the Maggies. There's pastas. There's noodles. There's a whole lot of desserts out there. There are sandwiches. There are breads. There are fruits, and various different things. So if you can look here, there are snacks as well. Right around here, there's snacks. There's different kind of snacks that we often consume. So as and when I found different things, I've collected them. And over here we have like locations, the different locations that we see when we travel. So ranging from Rajasthan to as far as the northeast in Sikkim, ranging from Ladakh to as down as Kerala. So it covers the vastness of our country, and it covers very unique stuff that I could find. So hi, this is a passion of mine. I won't say it's a hobby because I grew up in the 2000s and the late 90s, and one of the major cultural revolution was the Pokemon cultural revolution, the games and the show. So I used to remember coming home from school very early so that I would not miss an episode of it. Fighting over chips so that we could get those collectibles that used to come with the Cheetos and the Uncle Chips. And along with that, there was also a lot of toys that we used to get from companies like Fun School. So this represents those recreation of those toys from Fun School, as well as international brands like Takara Tomy and others as well. All of these are collectibles today. All of them are 20 to 25 years old. All of them have been preserved and kept like this. So they have been won in different auctions across the world, and then they have collected them through that. So each and every piece represents an effort to recreate their childhood on my end. Beyond toys, Now, the major thing that defined the Pokemon's cultural revolution in the early 2000s was collectibles. These are items that used to come free with chips or other snacks across the world, and especially in third world countries like Mexico, Peru, Japan, India, Bangladesh, and other countries. And people used to buy those chips and get each and every item. And it was a defining period in all of our childhood to get those items. So today there are various collectors across the world for these items, and I also consider myself as one of those collectors, and I've tried to get a hold of those pieces across the world, including the pieces that used to come with Cheetos for India as well. So I'll show you a bit of specimens. All of these folders, and there are many folders. These are just a small specimen of my folders that have those items across different countries. I'll show you one that is from India and one that is from abroad. So this is the one that everybody will remember. These are called Tazos and Jenga cards. So I've arranged them in the order of Pokédex, and it is complete. There used to be 48 Tazos and 72 Jenga cards. This one has all of them. If you can see, it has all of them here. This is one of your favorite Pokemons, Pikachu, which is also in Tazo and in Jenga. So this is where it ends, and a thing to remember is these two were from this generation 2 of Pokemons, but because they were featured in the series, they were released in the with the Jenga cards. So this is where it ends. Now I'll move on to an international one of mine. I will see which one I get. I'll just open it up randomly and see which one do we get. Okay, we're in for a treat. So this is from generation 2 of Pokemon. It has all the Pokemons here. This is from the country of Peru. This is from the country of Peru. If you look at it, it's written in Latin or Spanish. And this was found with a snack item that was there. They used to give one card each. The same way we used to get Kisan cards from buying jams. Used to get similar things in that country as well. It has all the Pokemon, and I'm happy to share that I've also completed the entire set here. Here's the entire set here, if you look at it. And the material is immensely good, something that we cannot recreate today. It is a mix between wooden and plastic. It's bendable but not tearable. So that is a is a testament of production during the 2000s. So yeah, the fact that they could produce this and they could give it for free. So this is a collection of mine that was fulfilled accidentally. So look at here. I think you guys can remember this. These are called motion cards. Used to come with Cheetos, and they used to have all the evolutions as we move through the motions. Okay. So this used to come in 55, and I'm happy to share I have all 55 of them here. So this was obviously collected. The accident comes later. So 3-4 years back, I had a conference in Japan, and after the conference I was roaming around Kyoto with my translator, who was actually showing me around the Kyoto as well as Tokyo as well. Over there, I expressed my interest in toys and collectibles, because obviously Japan is where the revolution happened. So she took me to a very small shop. I don't even remember the name. I remember the feel of it. And there was a lot of collectibles out there for various costs and everything. And I was calculating obviously the exchange rates. And suddenly this guy showed me a box of these. They used to come with rice cakes. The same motion cards as theirs, just that the transitions are better, the quality was better, and the age was older, not newer, rather older. You can see it's all written back in Japanese. So there used to be 110 of them, and I have 110 of them. So yeah, So I may not have clicked a lot of pictures during of the trip, but this is one that I remember the trip. All of these folders that you see are filled with collectibles like Tazos, cards, and Jengas, motion cards, all of them from across the world. And I'm showing you a few specimens of mine, but these are all filled with them. There is already a full box or almirah, small almirah that is filled with stuff around it, which I've not been able to arrange into folders yet. With my busy life, it has been difficult, but yeah, I've tried to complete as much of it as possible across India and across the world. But there is one rare specimen of mine that is very, very rare. So there used to be a game launch that was for Pokemon Gold and Silver. During that game launch, the company that produces the game, Nintendo, launched around 100 gold coins. They were just for that game launch event. They used to signify the way in which coins used to be inserted into arcade to play games. So just as a remembrance of that event, they launched it. They were gold coins, and I have been able to collect 12 out of those 100. So there are 5 in gold and 5 in real silver. So these are very, very rare. These are very, very rare across the world. And yeah, so I've been very fortunate enough to collect them out.